Hello, my name is Dave Quant. Earlier in the main video on this website, I said that who I am is not important because I'm just the messenger. It is the message that is important. But I know some of you who have an interest in this website, who want to see it succeed, will have an interest to know who I am. So I'm going to give you a little bit of biography of me. I'm 64 years old. I've been retired for 9 years now. I worked on Wall Street for 29 years. I grew up in Indiana, in a small northeastern Indiana town called New Haven, which is about 10 miles from Fort Wayne. I went to New Haven High School. I graduated from Indiana University with a BS in marketing. And then I worked on Wall Street for 29 years, and at the age of 55 I decided that I'd had enough, and so I retired. I moved to California, San Diego, and now I live in San Diego for the last 9 years, and I have an apartment in San Diego that has one of the most incredible views of San Diego. Since I've retired, I have had a lot of time on my hand because I don't work anymore. Also, I changed my life a little bit. I quit smoking, I quit drinking, so I had more time on my hands. And so I decided to take up writing. So I'm going to show you a few of the books I've written, because that's a big part of my life right now. The first book I wrote, if I can get this focused here, is an easy guide to being a better parent. I'm a straight bachelor. I'm a straight lifelong bachelor. I've never had any kids, but I had a couple parents, so I think I know a little bit about how to be a better parent, how to make parenting more enjoyable, and to make it better for the children. And this book is probably the most important book I've written. It has some very good ideas, if I may say so, about how to get your child interested in the right things in life and get him started on the right track for life. So it's one of my best books, an easy guide to being a better parent. By the way, I've written 22 of these books, and you can't buy them anyplace. I just write for myself. I self-publish myself. I get usually 50 copies of the books from my printer, and I just give them to my friends and families. Another book I wrote is called Patanjali's Pendulum. Patanjali is known as the father of yoga. He lived about 3,000 years ago. People aren't even really sure when he lived. But he wrote a book called the Yoga Sutras. Sutras means thread. So he wrote this book. There was just aphorisms, 196 aphorisms about yoga. And this is my interpretation of those 196 yoga aphorisms. This was a tough book to write. But for about 5 years I was a yoga junkie. I went to a class most days, and so I had a very big interest in yoga. And so this is a good book, if I may say so. This book called Siddhaman is about a guy who developed powers through doing yoga for a long, consistent time. This is a fictional book. It's a long book. It's about 400 pages. It's a novel. Fun to write. One of the nice things about writing is that you get to play God. You get to decide what your people do and why they do things. So writing can be fun. This was a fun book to write. I did an autobiography. I'll give this about a C+. It's not really about my life. It's about certain aspects of my life and certain childhood experiences, certain adult experiences. It's about a C+. Here's another fun book I wrote. This is a short book, 50 or 60 pages long, called The Bomb in the Bird Nest. It really has nothing to do with the bomb in the bird nest, and bird nest is the sports arena for the last Olympics in China. It was a fun book to write. It was set in New York, same in the building where I worked at in Manhattan, in the General Motors building, right on the corner of Central Park. It was a fun book to write. It's a piece of fiction also. And here, if you can see up here, some of these are most of the other books I've written, and it's a lot about yoga, a lot about Wall Street. So that's my life. That's who I am. Worked on Wall Street, went to Indiana University, now I write, now I live in Manhattan, now I'm trying to give back a little. I'm trying to help people have a better life by getting rid of some of the corruption and some of the greed in business and politics. I hope you spend a little time on the website, and I hope you tell all your friends, and hope we can figure out how to get this video to go viral. Thank you. Bye.